So it'll be Simon leading off, right?
Yeah.
And we're down to 8.
Yeah. Round of 8.
All right, first frame for James.
What was James's score the last game that he threw?
Looking like he shot a 49.
He was in the high school.
Yeah, they beat Don Doug.
Oh, it tips it over. Wow.
Look at this. Quarterfinals, and here is Rick Riley on lane 14.
Coming off a big finish the last game.
Yeah, I mean, look at this performance, though, in the Masters. And Rick's in the quarterfinals. He's going to start out with a T-shirt attempt. Well, I mean, that'd be a good time to make it. Keep it even at 4 spare to 4 spare. All right, Rick Riley for the Dave Jones Challenge. Nice try.
Oh my.
Rick will clean up. Most of them, 9 box.
That could always be worse.
Rick, I think this is a known statement. Rick going for his first career star. James going for his first as well. James had a 2nd place finish this season to some guy named David Hughes.
What a bum.
David Hughes.
He does have a Pro Tour start though.
Yes, he does. That's a good shot there from Rick. 5 pins.
Got that ball out.
Rick's got that. Not sure exactly what ball that is he's throwing. He's got that right to left finish on it.
And it's a very simple delivery, too.
That gotta go, didn't. Open start for Rick. Rick started out his last game with two pin split conversions and then a single pin spare behind that. So a little bit slower start this game.
James will look to pounce here. We saw James in the early part of the day look really good.
That's at least 9. I think that roller won't quite get to the 4. And you're looking at 2 opens from your opponent, 19 in the first and a makeable. Pretty fantastic start. You know, you can convert this, you're up somewhere from 11 to 21 after 2 frames. Which, you know, Rick's coming off a 171 game, and probably he'd admit to you making it farther in the bracket than he normally does. And if you're James, you just kind of want to bury him early and
Sure.
don't give him a chance. He's got it.
James has one of the smoothest lift balls. Sometimes a lift can be a loft, and he gets it out really nicely.
He actually releases the ball fairly low to the ground, or at least his arm swing gets pretty low to the ground. It's surprising he never hits his hand on the approach. Then he kind of has that little bit of a flick at the end that gives it that upward lift. All over the pocket. And a very common hit you'll see here is a 8 off the deck for the 4-7 or the 6-10. James leaves a 4-7 there.
But another good fill.
another mark. James 3 for 3 out the gate. Same way Rick Riley started his last match. And Rick in a hole early.
Like you alluded to, Nick, that's exactly what you want to do when a POA bowler comes off a really big game like that.
Just bury him early.
That's exactly what you want to do.
Rick with some good technique there.
Leaves a break.
Gets himself a break off the side for the 2-pin. With some housekeeping out front. I don't believe so.
Runner.
13-14 is not far from the main entrance. That ball or that pin might have been trying to leave. Go right out the front door. So have you ever had, while Aaron goes and gets that deadwood, have you ever had a pin actually make it all the way back up the lane?
I've seen it get like 3/4.
Okay.
That's about as far as I've ever seen.
I did one about half last year. It held my ego out a little bit, but
I feel like it's got to be doable. You get a house, got some oil on the lane. You hit it really hard.
well, this was Merritt, so it
Yeah,
definitely had a lot of oil.
If it was going to happen, I imagine it'd be in there.
Yeah, my 22 miles per hour sent it screaming up together.
Yeah, I know like Parkville with no oil on the lane. It's probably never going to happen at Parkville that a pin can make it all the way back up the lane. See if Rick can bring in the 2-pin here. Looks good.
Can't ice him.
So he's down about 3 marks. 21 pins, or sorry, 19 pins. So it is 2 marks.
Just have to chip away here.
Yeah. It's going to be 9 spare is a good frame. He can keep banging on 9 spare, but he's going to have to get a little relief from James. Belt. Oof.
Oh man, that had belt potential.
It did have a lot of belt potential. Just falls flat. I imagine with the bit of break that Rick throws on the ball, this is a single he does not enjoy shooting. That would probably be why.
Looked like he tried to give it the room and it just ran out of room.
Yeah, to really get it there. Are you out?
Other matches, you can take a look around here. Looks like
Solid 5 for James. James with an easy makeable shot here in the middle of the lane to go 4 spares out the gate. And that would give him 20 and a hit over Rick Riley. No problem. James looking like he's in autopilot right now.
He does.
Cruising.
Strong at the line today. When we've seen him really balanced.
And 20 and a hit. If he keeps marking, it's going to very quickly turn into multiple strike territory for Rick Riley. See if James can make it 5 in a row. Oh, maybe. He's got to rinse and repeat, make the 5-pin again. 75 in the 4th for James Simon. And even keep it easier for him. He doesn't have to shoot a corner print or anything. Just throw the same ball down the middle of the lane, make it again.
And
5
does.
marks in a row. And after the 6-pinner he made with a little bit of luck in the first frame, he's gone nothing but 8 or better in his frames since that. He's made them all. He's all marked. Trying to think, Chuck, a little early to say this, but I'm trying to think of who was the last person to have an all-mark game on Duck Pins Forever.
Oh, wow.
Rick firing back.
So the most recent you're asking. That's a
Yeah,
good
the most
question.
recent.
It's a good question.
Well, Rick Riley holds the record for the most recent rulebook strike on Duck Pins Forever.
Because even
There's one right there.
because even the Bruce Smith match wasn't all marked.
No, which is amazing that it wasn't, but it was a strike fest. I mean, Colton and Bruce started out that match in their first combined 8 frames. They had 5 strikes. Rick for the double. Oh, good shot. Creeps up high, leads 2-2. Yeah, I don't think so.
Oh,
shot!
Wow. Replay that one.
If you're gonna wall banger it, that is close to flawless.
Oh.
That is his third converted split of the bracket.
A
And
flawless.
Rick not going away here.
No, it'll go down swinging. A flawless 2-2 conversion on a wall banger
Oh,
shot.
that was crystal clean.
The only way to make it cleaner than that is sliding it sideways. But if you're gonna play the wall, you can't make it much better than that. All right, James for 6 marks in a row. Looking like it's got a shot at it again. 94 half without a double.
And keeps adding the great fills to it also.
Yeah. Rick can make great shots like that all he wants, but if he doesn't catch some multiple strikes here, that's not going to keep up with James's barrage of 8 and 9 spare. He's got another one.
Making it look easy right now.
And he's got them all comfortably, too. He's not even sweating them. James now enjoying a 28-pin lead, and I'm surprised it's only 28. It could actually be less than that had Rick made his singles. Not by as much as it was looking like he was going to win by. Oh, James decided I'm going to do it the easy way this time. 4-pin last to go. We can call that 9 spare on 1 shot. Watch that 4-pin fall forward. I'm sure if you slowed that down, that's probably the 2-pin coming off the wall to hit the 4. All right, Rick, no choice but to mark out. Oh no, and another 4 through the middle on the right lane and another t-shirt attempt for Rick Riley. That is going to make it even harder to win this game.
Yeah,
even
Rick
if
really needed something there at the very least.
Yeah, it is undoubtedly multiple strike territory now for Rick. And missed 2 singles, but other than that, he's throwing the ball okay. He's got 2 middle rips. He's got 3 middle rips. He made one of them. Tells me I don't believe he has missed the head pin yet on the first ball.
I actually don't think we've had a head pin miss from either opponent.
Rick hits it again, solid 5. It goes without saying this is a must convert for Rick Riley. See what Rick's theoretical max is 170, which you're still stretching. And that'll fall a little lower now. So go ahead and make the call that James Simon is going to move on into the semifinals. He should be against the winner of Colton and
Yeah, they'll be on 9 and 10.
Yep. And Matt Kruger is leading that match by 40 with 2 frames to go.
And Joey Sears looks like he's going to move in.
We'll see what James gets to here. He's still riding an all-mark game. He's 7 in a row. See what his final score is going to end up at.
You.
Well, I don't think he's going to be riding 8 in a row. He's at the 278 plus the 10 pin.
As we said earlier, if there is a timely bad break, that was it.
Oh, without a doubt. that split there hurts him not one bit. Nice try. So the all-mark game comes to an end. It looks like the all-wood game is going to come to the end as well. James still with a possible 200 out there. It's an outside shot. We need 3 more strikes in a row. But it is very close to mathematically eliminating Rick Riley. Pretty much any kind of halfway decent frame here eliminates Rick. Fast 8.
Well, Rick can max out at 160.
Yeah, which would put James on 2 10 boxes, which I really don't even want to entertain it as a possibility that James could lose the match from this point, up 41 in the 8th. James with a trip up to the lanes. It gives him 2 open frames, and it's his only 2 opens of the game. He takes 9 box and a 10 box to go 151 through the 9th, and for what it's worth, Rick Riley's still mathematically alive.
3 strikes.
Yeah, he has to strike on this ball.
That's the beauty of the 9th frame, though. You get the 1 strike, and then if you do triple out, you get the full effect of it.
Right. But he needs at least 3 strikes in a row here. This has to strike, and it doesn't. Okay. Yeah, we had to try to theorize that it was possible.
I saw one big comeback today in that final round.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice weekend for Rick.
Oh, come on.
Somebody here has money on this game.
You think so?
Yeah. I wonder how many tips they're giving Rick.
I don't think he realized. Well, he might have had him in the pool, but he don't realize that Rick was already mathematically eliminated, even if he converted. Oh, well, spread is probably covered. I imagine the line, the over/under is probably covered.
I don't think Stats Boy had me on the spread here. No, I didn't.
No. All right, finish strong, Rick. Or 3, 6, 10 with an 8 pin.
Some.
Yeah, I'm looking. Joey Sears is going to be in the semifinals, as well as Dylan Santos, and then it'll be Matt Kruger as well, joining James Simon.
So there will not be a first-time start today.
No. And the Joey Sears retirement party is still, no. Dylan has a second. So Dylan was second place actually in this building. He lost.
I thought he had a. Okay, I was wrong then. I thought he had one. I was wrong then.
No. He came second to Randy Farlow when Randy shot 200 even in the championship match here a couple of years ago. That was pre-Duck Pins Forever days. I think by a few months.
Yeah, I was like barely.
I think it might have been February
Yeah.
of 2021. I believe I found in the Pop Witten archives that there have been a total of 5 200 games shot in a championship match. I believe 5, yeah. So Bruce Smith with the 199 was the 6th highest game ever shot. Yeah, James would like another ball. A little warm-up shot for the next game. How many? Replay. We're going to have to watch that one again. James Simon, ladies and gentlemen, with the Andy Welling shot, takes it out the 6 pin. 162 to 120.